What is up, y'all? Back with a story. So, today I decided to talk. I decided I wanted to make some of my stuff about my channel to be basically like stories and stuff like that happened throughout my life. Funny, hilarious, crazy moments that happened. Just some cool stuff. Funny stuff. So this story actually happened quite a while back. This is with a few of my buddies that I grew up with, actually. So it was me and my two buddies and their girlfriends, and we were all hanging out one day, and we decided, hey, why don't we go to, we know this abandoned place, or actually, no, that's not how it started. I am very sorry. I'm rattle-brained. I'm sorry. I work too much. Anyway, we were sitting at his house, one of my buddy's house, and we were deciding on what we should do for the night. We were like, so, boys, what's the move? What we doing? YMCA type stuff. I did that so wrong. Anyway, we were trying to figure out what we were doing. So then we got on the topic of, exploring and adventuring, that kind of thing. We really loved doing that. That was, for some reason, one of our greatest, things to do. It was fucking fun. I don't know. So basically, we were sitting there thinking, and one of our buddies, Martin, he randomly come out of nowhere and said, I know where an abandoned police training facility is located. I just kind of sat there, and I just had the straightest face, and, the straightest confused face I've ever seen, and I was sitting there, and I was like, a what? How do you know about this? And I asked him, how far it was, and he goes, that's 10 minutes down the road. I was like, what? I've never heard of this. And, I'm pretty up to date when it comes to my abandoned buildings. Because, I follow an abandoned buildings thing in my area on Facebook, if that tells you anything. I love exploring. What can I say? Anyway, so I was sitting there, and I was basically like, okay, well, is there security? Is it non-trespassing? Are we not allowed on the property? Or is it free to the public? Or what? So, basically, we're sitting there talking, and he told us that there's no security, there's no trespassing signs, it's nothing like that, just kind of a free to, do whatever the fuck you want type of deal. So, I was like, alright, well, that kind of sounds like the move. Let's fucking go. So, basically, we all got in the car, and we was like, alright, where's it at? So, he told us the directions to where it was. It took us a little bit to find this place, because he was a little, foggy on exactly where it was located. I'll be honest, it was in quite a distinct, location. It was, off the grid, nowhere, to be seen from Street View type deal. So, basically, we decide to go to this place, and we pull up to this, dirt road. We get on this dirt road, and there's, a gate in front of us. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, well, there's a gate. That kind of seems like they don't want people back there for a reason. And, Martin is currently driving the car. Keep in mind, he's a crazy bastard. He doesn't really give a shit what, anybody tells him, what the police law have to say, that type of thing. He doesn't believe in no trespassing signs. Let's just put it that way. Basically, what happened is he was like, fuck it, and drove the car around the damn gate, in the off-road. Went off-road in the fucking mud and just straight went around it. And I was just like, that's one way to do it. Easy enough. So get around the fence, and then you drive on this dirt road for maybe not even 5 minutes, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and then after that you look to the right, and you just see this long white building, and it just looks run down, and it just destroyed, abandoned, nothing there. And keep in mind, this is at nighttime, 12 o'clock at night, so it's really dark outside, and this building just looks scary as hell. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, YOLO. Got nothing to lose, I guess. Get up there, park the car, and get out. And, of course, we didn't bring flashlights because, we're pretty smart. But, thankfully, we had our phones. So, phone flashlights are very, 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 very dependable. goddamn. Dude, if my phone battery does not stop, I'm going to flip my shit. I don't care if you're on 10%, you're going to run until I say you're done. Okay. Copy. Anyway, we get to this building, we turn on our phone flashlights, and we walk into the front door. As soon as you walk into the fucking front door, you're just welcomed with a floor full of glass. Like, just glass pieces and shards everywhere. So, you know, we walk in, you know, we get to exploring it a little bit. We explore quite a bit of it, I'll be honest. We explore a lot of it. And then we get to the this upstairs level that's like, you know, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of off of the building a little bit. It's not off the building, but it's like in a weird direction. So we go there, and when we go there, we find this, like, open up this door, and, like, once we open this door, there's just this really big, long room, and, like, it looks like maybe a storage room or something, maybe. I don't really know what they used it for back then. But basically, we were looking at the, like, just the walls and stuff like that, and I was sitting there, and I was like, hey, Martin, I was like, I wonder if you can kick a wall. Like, I bet you can't kick a hole through this wall. And he's one of those people where if you bet him to do something, he will try it. And he will succeed, no matter what he does. So basically, I was like, I bet you can't kick a hole through the wall. So he was like, all right, bet. So he backs up a little bit and charges and kicks. And it goes straight through. I was like, all right. I was like, okay. And then my buddy Austin, that was there with us, he has an idea. And he goes, follow me. And he shuts a door in front of us. And I sat there and I was like, I already know where this is going. I was like, this is not going to end well. I was like, I just got a feeling. I was like, it's not going to end well. So basically we're sitting there, and Austin sits there and says, Martin, I bet you cannot kick this door open. Martin, obviously being the, you know, daring person he is, he was like, all right, bet. I'm kicking the door open. He goes to kick the door open the first time. Doesn't kick it open, you know, door's still intact. You know, obviously, it's kind of making fun of Martin at this point. So he kicks the door the first time. Nothing happens. You know, he gets his, he gets his groundings. He's like, all right, second time. He kicks it a second time, but he kicks it just right. Just right. And man, he kicked it, and as soon as he kicked it, he fell to the ground in pain. We look at him, and he is holding his left knee like crazy. Like, he's holding it, and just his face just looks like he is just in the worst pain ever. Like, he looks miserable. So, basically, we, like, freak out. We're like, yo, are you good? Like, are you okay? And we try to, like, ask him and talk to him, but he's, like, too in pain, and he's not talking to us, really. So, we're like, okay, we got to get him out of here. So, we're like, all right, we're going to lift you up, and we're going to walk you out. So, me and my buddy Austin, we get him up, and we start, like, walking him out, like, kind of like military style almost, you know. So we get him out, we get him in the car, you know, we get him home, and, you know, I, like, stayed the night there that night, and I left, and the next day I get a text in the group chat we have saying, it turns out I tore my meniscus when my knee buckled when I kicked the door. Like, his knee kicked, when he kicked the door, imagine my elbow is his knee, right? His knee basically bent and, like, extended too far. And, like, basically he tore his meniscus doing that. And basically he texted us and said, you know, what the doctors told him. And it was just like, you know, all this happened because he was dared to kick in a fucking door. And it's funny because this door was probably metal reinforced in some way. And it probably wasn't even made of fucking, like, wood. And because it looked like a wooden door, and it didn't even look like it was made of wood. And so, like, dude, it was a funny night. It was crazy. Like, after that, like, we were like, all right, we gotta get out of here. Like, we can't stay here, obviously, because people are getting hurt and shit. So we left, and, you know, it was cool. It was a fun experience, I'm not gonna lie, but it does suck that he did get hurt. But he is fully recovered and healed nicely, so that's good. Very good. So, yeah, just a little story I wanted to share with you guys. I thought it was funny. I thought it was a great little story that happened to us, and it was, you know, just something crazy. I mean, most of y'all may not think it's funny, but our group thinks it's hilarious that it happened, and we kind of make things that shouldn't be jokes out of jokes. We do that a lot, and it's funny. So, yeah, that's the little story I want to talk to you guys about. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. If you did, please leave a like, comment, rate, subscribe. Do whatever you got to do. I'm not going to hold y'all to it. You don't have to. But very well appreciated. So, thank you guys for watching. See you later.